Hello everyone, I'm your planner guide. Welcome back to another video. It's been a little bit, but here we are. Stuff's kind of trickling down as we got hit with a bunch of Theros spoilers. Theros Beyond Death, an interesting set, but as you probably could tell by the thumbnail and the title, I'm here to talk about one I'm not exactly happy with, and that is Nyxbloom Ancient. Why do I think Nyxbloom Ancient is overrated? Well, what does it do? Nyxbloom Ancient is 4 green, tough casting cost. For an enchantment creature, wider range of removal spells deal with it. Elemental, could be relevant. 5/5 for 7 isn't exactly good value. That's trample though, but it says if you tap a permanent for mana, it produces 3 times as much of that mana instead. That's the big thing that everyone's latching onto, everyone's saying is amazing. I'm here to break down why I don't think it's necessarily so. Let's start by looking at that mana cost. 7. 7's a bit difficult to get out. Probably get it out by turn, I'd say somewhere between 5 and 8. Probably closer to 6 if you've done some ramp, kind of depending on how your meta is, how built your deck is, but it's definitely a late game card to get out with that 7 CMC. Okay, so you have 7 mana, you tap it, you play it, and it does absolutely nothing. It is a do nothing enchantment as soon as you play it, unless you have 11 mana. In which case, tap 7 of it to play this thing, the other 4 taps for 3, and now you have 12 mana, so you're basically playing this to gain 1 extra mana. A Land War Elves with haste, if you will. It's fine, I guess, but at that point you have 11 mana. What's really worth that you need the 12 for? Now, okay, you'll just pass, and it'll come back to you untouched. You'll untap, and then you'll have 11 mana. That's 33 mana worth of stuff you can do. That's good, right? Well, yes, that's fine, but it has to come back to you. At best, you're looking at this thing getting destroyed around the table. At best. At worst, someone copies it, someone steals it, anything like that. Fractured identity, boom, now everyone else has a copy and you don't. Or it just makes you a threat and then, hey, I don't have a way to deal with this creature or an enchantment, let's just try player removal. And that's never a good place to be. Sure, it can go infinite with stuff like Palinchron. There you go, infinite mana, then Earthquake, something like that, and you're good to go. Problem being, lots of things go infinite with Palinchron. Not very special. This is just a 7 mana way to do it that people can steal. On top of that, it's just mana ramp. There's no card draw, there's nothing like that. Sure, it triples, that's absurd. But what else could you do with 7 mana? Well, look at Zendikar Resurgent, for example. That's 7 mana. While it only doubles it, you're drawing a card each time you play a creature. So you play, draw, play, draw, play, draw, and then hopefully could keep doing that a while. Whereas this is, you have 11 mana if you're playing this late game and having the mana to cast it. Let me play the 3 cards in my hand and hope it comes back to me. If you're waiting longer than that, well, you could probably play whatever 3-4 cards in your hand anyway. And then at that point, you're just top decking with this thing, and that's not a good place to be in. This to really come, it needs to have a deck that can take advantage of it. Hydras, lots of X spells, ways to protect it. Blue-green would be interesting. There's ways to build around it, but the problem is at that point you're building around a card in the 99 and you have to put duplicate effects like Zendikar Resurgent, and so this kind of just becomes a lackluster version of it, maybe a better version depending on the deck. I don't think it's very good there either. There are a few good things this card does do. You can sneak attack it out. It's very powerful. Early game when you have 5, 6, 7 mana and you're able to use 1 of it to drop this thing out, your 6 mana now becomes, you use 1 of it to play this, and you have 5, that's 15 mana. When you had 6, you basically did just triple everyone else's, and it's not something that you had to really work for. Whereas when you're playing this with 11 mana, you're just adding 1. You can reanimate this, get this into your graveyard, then bring it out that way. And again, 1 mana, it can actually help you triple. It's fine. You can copy it so it goes from triple to 6 times to 9 times to, would that be like 27 times? I don't think I did the math right. It'll be a 3, 9, 27. I don't think it does the 6. I don't know. Math is hard. But you could use Rite of Replication and then kick it because you already have it out. You have 3 times mana. It's easier to then make 5 copies of it. And then you have 6 and you're tapping for hundreds of mana per land. But at that point, you've basically just gone infinite, and you could do that with an Isochron Scepter. An Isochron Scepter isn't $27.99 on Card Kingdom, which is a steep ask. Like I said, it just gets hit by removal at best, really hard to get out. It feels like a win more card that at best is just a decent card in the 99 to hopefully get out, or building your deck around the 1 card, the 99. At that point, who knows how many cards you'll need to be tutors. I think people have been giving this card a little too much praise recently, and if you're considering adding to your deck, I would look at your curve, look at all the other stuff, and I'd really consider it, because I don't think it's that powerful. Anyways, thank you for watching. If you have, a different opinion and want to share it, go ahead and do that below. I do read all the comments, whether or not I'm slow to do it and respond, because I'm quite busy. Depends. But if there's something you think I forgot, leave it down below. Any suggestions for overrated commander cards, or hell, commander cards that you should be playing but aren't, any suggestions there, go ahead and drop them down below. Any video suggestions at all, like I said, read them all. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring that little bell to become part of the notification squad. Follow me on Twitter with the link below. You can click the box here to watch the complete playlist of commander cards you should be playing but aren't, or watch the video here. Click the box here to watch top 5 Boros commanders. That sounds interesting. Some good ones, some interesting ones. There's some boring ones. You know how Boros is. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.